Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I am back with another review. And we are just going through these Rise of the Beast figures, and each one I'm enjoying more and more. So here we are today, taking a look at a Battle Changer, Optimus Prime, and then the uh, Battle Masters, Beast Battle Masters, Rhinox and Cheetor. These are basically the weaponizers, target masters, whatever you want to call them. These have been showing up at Target. This is actually where they came from. Well, the Battle Masters came from Target, thanks to a friend hooking me up. The Battle Changer came from Amazon eventually. Had a little bit of a delay in getting it. And these are starting to show up at retail now, predominantly at Target in the United States. Outside the United States, I can't help you. I don't live outside the United States. So, but they should all be available at all brick and mortar and online retailers sooner than later. I know Entertainment Earth has just put up pre-orders for them. So there's that. What we'll do is we will pause and come back real quick and take a look at Optimus Prime. Okay, so Optimus Prime here, and I do believe this is one of the figures that actually leaked early on, along with that weaponizer Optimus Primal. Looks a lot like the design that was used in the Beast Hunters portion of Transformers Prime. Also, as was pointed out when this figure first leaked, this looks a lot like the Voyager bulkhead figure, leading people to believe that that figure will be retooled at some point into a larger version of Optimus Prime. But right now we just have this figure, very nice looking, armored, heavy duty. No idea if we're going to see this design in the film. This could just be a toy only thing. Each side has 4 wheels. Out of those 4 wheels, 2 only roll. Only 2 roll, I guess I should put it. The other 2 have a flat side, so they just can slide along. Very nice looking figure. To get into the transformation, first thing you want to do is bring these side wheels up, just like so, as far as they can go, and then bring the legs down. They do peg into the back of the arms, and they peg in quite tightly, so there is that. Just be aware. Now, as you bring this down, you want to make sure you bring it down, you fold down this gray hinge here with the waist joint. When I got this figure out of the packaging, this is on a mushroom cap. The hips just kept popping off, so I had to get it down far enough that I could get it into position to snap it back into place. But once I did that, I haven't had a problem. So bring this down all the way, and then rotate the figure at the waist. You can go ahead and split the legs now. I don't see why not. Come around the back, separate the arms, tab at the wheel, tab on the inside of the spoiler sword blade, and then just swing them around forward just like so. Now this is where I have a problem with the instructions. The instructions proceeded to show that you rotate the forearms and swing them down. Not so. You want to rotate at the shoulder joint and then bring the arms down, just like that. Pushed those front wheel sections back as far as they'll go. That will give you clearance to pop up Optimus Prime's head. And there is Optimus Prime in its robot mode. A very G1 aesthetic movie design. Very similar to the Bumblebee movie design. Of course, you do have the option here. You can flip out the sword for a weapon. They do have 3mm 5mm ports, excuse me, so it can hold weapons. But as we'll see a little later on, this figure does have a bit of an issue doing that. So, real nice. And I think just for the help for the people at home to get back into vehicle mode, peg the legs together, push the head down, bring these panels up, rotate the arms up and back just like so. Rotate them, fold them back at the shoulder section, proceed to peg them together. Rotate the figure at the waist, and then again at that gray joint, fold it up. Use your thumbs to push. That'll help to push it up into place. That will then peg into the forearms there, and then bring these wheels down. So there you go, back into its truck mode. What we'll do now is we will pause, and we will take a look at the two Battle Masters. And here are Rhinox and Cheetor. I do believe the Battle Masters are going to be the cheapest price point in the Beast Alliance line, which is, I think, the name of the main line Rise of the Beast figures. Keep in mind there will be a Walmart store exclusive that I think might be called Autobot Alliance, which is going to bring us repaints of some Bumblebee movie figures, notably the Nitro class Energizer Blitzwing, done up as Starscream. But anyway, these guys go from beast mode to a weapon mode relatively simple. So first thing with Cheetor here, you want to come into the back behind the neck, flip up the hand peg, then rotate the head all the way around. That will bring out the sword blade. Kind of not a symmetrical blade there, because you do have that opening, and that does also act as the tail. Next, what you want to do is take the front legs, rotate them around, just like so. They really don't peg into anything, they just sit like that. And then, of course, flip up the back legs, and there you have Cheetor in the sword mode. Now I am a little disappointed that the peg is only here, and it's positioned that you would have to use this as a gun or peg it into a forearm or something. There's nothing here in the rear to have the blade held upwards like a traditional sword. It happens. Now, coming over to Rhinox, which, by the way, is probably one of the more anticipated of the Battle Masters, simply because, well, let's get into the transformation, turn the figure around, split it open, and coming out of the rear of the figure is a giant Gatling gun. Yeah, kind of funny right there. What you then can do is fold the two shells in on themselves. They will post whole. They will peg together. Rotate the figure over. You can at this point flip up the peg there for the handle. And what you'll want to do is, what do you want to do? You want to make sure you bring this back all the way, so the sides are flush with the handle there. And now what you basically want to do is rotate these outer legs so that they will fold downward like that. And now the instruction says you can actually fold these down flat, but they actually do end up on an angle. And there you have Rhinox in its Gatling gun mode. Now, let's bring in some of the figures. Starting off, here's the Battle Changer Optimus Prime. And he, unfortunately, is the one I have the most problem with getting to hold the weapon, in that because of how the arms are designed, it has a little bit of a hard time getting the peg into the hand, as you just saw right there. It's unfortunate with these that when you have a fold-out peg, you're putting the pressure down, and it just has that tendency to want to pop up, to fold up. And there you go. I think I got it finally. So there's holding Cheetor as a sword, and I do believe it can also hold. Actually, no, it cannot. Cannot get Rhinox in the hand due to the side paneling there. But maybe I can try the other hand. But there's the one way, and then let's see if I can get Rhinox here. And same problem. It wants to you start putting the pressure in, you can get it in. You're going to end up moving the shell out of the way, but also the arms of Optimus Prime here are a little loose. These are ball joints, so something that's a little bit heavier like Rhinox will be an issue for the figure to hold. Truthfully, I think, and before I do this, let me just bring in Weaponizer Optimus Prime so I can give you guys a bit of a size comparison. The Weaponizer Optimus Prime is about a head taller, and I checked it with the Beast Combiner Optimus Primal, the Weaponizer Optimus Primal. They are all a head taller than the Battle Changers. I believe these are about roughly the same size as the old style one-step changers. So again, in terms of transforming figures, I think these are going to be of the cheaper price point. I'm not 100% sure what the flex changers are going to go for, but there's that. But anyway, these Battle Masters, I think, are a bit more compatible with the weaponizers. You can get them in. There's Optimus Prime holding Cheetor, and then if we just go ahead and you can peg it on the side here. So he does have, a chainsaw and a sword. This guy's going to wreck something up. And then, of course, if you want to, let's get rid of this one here. Here we can stick them in the back. Oh. Boy, I'm just having some fun now. Here comes Rhinox, and Rhinox in general, I should mention, is a little bit heavier than Cheetor, and I would assume Skull Cruncher, which is the third Battle Master, which I could not get, just wasn't available where the person was getting it. I'm sure these will turn up sooner than later. Amazon did have a hidden listing for Rhinox here, but that was about it. But as you can see, Optimus in general holds these a little bit better. So I would say Weaponizer size and up, so Deluxe Voyager will hold the Battle Masters a little bit easier. So there's that. And yeah, just so for the sake of completion, since I know these are going to be more of the kid-friendly toys, unless I might have some parents watching, to transform back, go ahead, flip that panel up, that peg down, bring the legs up. Now rotate them. The outer ones you want facing in the opposite direction, just like that. And then what you can do is open up the panels, bring them forward. They will fold into place and peg together. So there's Rhinox for Cheetor. Fold the rear legs down. By the way, these are all on ball joints. So there's ball joints here at the front paw. So you actually do have a little bit of articulation there. Flip the sword blade around, fold the peg up, and we are back in the beast mode. So we will now pause, and I will come back with my final thoughts. I'll use Optimus Prime here as to do the final thoughts with, as this is really the main figure we were looking at. Again, this main line, Rise of the Beast line, very fun. I like the different options we're getting with the figures. My one complaint, and this is a constant complaint, has to be the packaging. Especially with the Battle Changers, the way the figures come, they use the old plastic ties in open front packaging, which basically means somebody can come along, and even the Battle Masters come along, clip them out, pull them out, and that's it. But the cardboard is also so thin that it really does not stand up to travel and shipping, which is a problem when you're dealing with companies that frankly don't know how to pack figures in a proper manner. Getting past that, though, you really do have nice, simple action figures. I wouldn't say they're as simple as a one-step changer, but we are getting into that next level. So for that next age group up, these would be great for. But I like them. I dig them. These are like fun little desk toys. Um, I think in terms of like fiddliness, I think you would have more fun with the battle changers since it goes from like a vehicle or beast to a robot, whereas the battle masters, the weapons, just go from the beast to a weapon, and you kind of want to then just put it with another figure. So there's that. But that's about it for the review. If you like this review, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. While I will always appreciate the views, the likes, comments, and subscriptions, help to communicate to YouTube through their algorithms that my channel should be exalted and held upon high. If you want to make the ultimate sign of support, I do have a Patreon. It is www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. No thrills, no tears, no special rewards. All you're doing is helping me help you to help me help you bring figures like this to you, as well as keeping up the infrastructure of the channel. But as I always say, I know times are tough, and sometimes $1 a month, $12 a year might be a bit much. So don't worry about it. As I always say, and I do mean this, your views are thanks enough. Patreon is just a cherry on top of an already generous sundae. With that being said, this is your old pal Chuck for Battle Changer Optimus Prime, as well as our little beast buddies, Cheetor and Rhinox. We will see you